Hey guys, quick video today. I've got a concept that I wanted to share with you guys that I think is so important, and it's so simple once you think about it, once you consider it, but I think that it will really extremely help for people who say that they don't have time to make music and still be able to make music, okay? So this concept kind of came to me. I mean, I've known this concept and I've shared this concept for a while, but I was able to look at it from a different angle to see how powerful it could be. So let me start by sharing just some numbers with you, okay? So over the last couple months, I've been looking at how much money I've been spending on food, right? And I'm kind of surprised at, how much each month I'm spending, $600 to $800 easily, sometimes more. So in trying to consider, well, what is it that is causing, this big of an investment every month? I was kind of looking at my habits, and I was like, well, I'm only spending like $15, maybe $20 a day or something like that on food, ordering delivery, going out, maybe grabbing a drink somewhere safely at a socially distanced bar. And every day I just tell myself, well, it's just $15, it's just $20. And I've come to a new conclusion that just becomes a daily habit. So every time I go and consider spending $20 or $15, I times that by 30. And by doing that, I get, if it's just $15 a day, that's $450 that's spent a month, okay? Of just $15 eating out or getting delivery or what have you. So by not spending that $15 one time, what I'm really doing is I'm creating the habit of not spending $450 a month because I'm starting a new habit. Got it? And if I'm spending $20, that's $600 a month that I'm saving by not spending $20 today. Does that make sense? And I'm not saying that I don't ever eat out, but what I'm saying is I could actually save money and go out for, $100 meals 4 times a month and still spend less than if I were just spending $15 a day every day instead of just cooking at home or whatever, right? So it really just gave me this idea of this accumulation of money spent, $15, $20 at a time, which brought me back to how powerful it is to give your music at least 15 minutes a day, even though you don't think it's a very big deal, because the way you look at it is you want a day where you could spend 6 hours or 8 hours on your music, or you want to be able to spend an hour a day on your music or whatever it is. If you haven't constructed your life to have that time, then you've got to start small. So if you start with 15 minutes a day of making music, what you're doing is you're putting in 450 minutes a month. And sometimes if you create this habit, you'll be putting more than 15 minutes in a day. So that will accumulate. If you were putting 20 minutes a day in, that would be 600 minutes. But let's just go with the 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes a day would be 450 minutes a month, which would be 7.5 hours of producing every month. Now, as you get better at producing, you could create a song in 7.5 hours. So if you consider just this 15-minute a day habit, you could literally finish between 8 and 12 songs a year. So that's like a full album that you can make every year just with 15 minutes a day. And yeah, the first time, the first couple weeks are going to be a little bit slower because your brain is starting to solve problems that it hasn't had to solve. And you're going to be tempted to just listen over and over to a certain part instead of try to move things forward. But over time, you start being able, your brain is prepared for that 15 minutes. So you're able to get right to work. And what happens as well is that challenges that you're having now, you'll have done them so many times as you push yourself forward, that your brain will kind of put it in automatic mode. So these challenges will kind of go away, and it'll be something that you are able to get past without any issue. Things that might have taken you days or weeks to figure out, you're able to do in a few 15-minute sessions. So that's really part of the power of working on your music every single day. Another thing is, as you're working on music and daily, you're remembering what you did the day before, right? You're not going this long period of time. So everything that you learn, you keep accumulating more information, but the process is allowing you to keep this all in brain instead of you losing what you learned because you had like a full day marathon of just binging videos, right? you're not going to remember that stuff, but you will remember your 15 minutes a day and what you're learning along the way. So what happens is you get better and better and better at producing, right? And you start connecting the dots between the challenges you have in one song or the challenges you have in another song. And pretty soon you are collecting so much more information about your own approach to creativity and how to get through your challenges. So you will start getting faster and faster at this. And the last thing that I'll tell you is when you commit to 15 minutes a day, and let's face it, if you can't dedicate 15 minutes a day to your art, then you really need to rework your life and figure out who's in control of it. If you're not in control to do something you're passionate about for 15 minutes a day, you have to consider, well, who is in control of your time? Who's in control of your life? And you need to take back that control, okay? So another thing is you might find that your time opens up, and one day you might actually have 30 minutes or an hour to work on music. That's fantastic, and you'll get a lot more done. But just remember, keep up every day with the 15 minutes a day. That is your challenge. If you can continue to do that, even if you put in an hour or two one day, don't take a few days off because of that. Go back to your 15 minutes. Make that so normal for you that it feels abnormal not to work on music for at least that amount of time. And you will find that you will get better and better at your art, or at least you'll run into the challenges much more quickly so that you can start coming up with solutions for those challenges. So this 15 minutes a day, I recommend that be direct work inside your DAW of choice. Don't consider that 15 minutes time that you're going to watch videos and things like that. Separate that and do it another time. And I'm absolutely certain that you do have time to watch those things. But I would say try to put 80% of your time into actually moving your song forward. And if you have to, tops 20% of your time watching tutorials or videos and that sort of thing, because you're going to get so many conflicting opinions. You're going to dive down deep rabbit holes, and that's actually going to confuse you more unless you've got like a direct coach that can kind of help you steer through this information. So that's it. 15 minutes a day, guys. If you can put that time in, it will revolutionize your music making. And I just wanted to share that simple fact with you. Okay? Happy music making, and I'll speak to you guys real soon. Bye-bye.